Hello to Renee Therese. How are you today?
Kia ora, as we would say in New Zealand, and good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time it is.
It's well, this interview goes out. It'll be actually morning time in the UK,
Okay, well, good morning.
and it'll be evening where you're in New Zealand. So, can you tell me roughly how long have you been a singer songwriter for?
Um, I can remember writing songs when I was five, so obviously those ones didn't get released out into the world, but I think I've always been writing songs ever since I could write words and make sounds. But as far as releasing music goes, my first album came out in 2013.
So, what was it like going? I guess you went into the recording studio called your debut EP. So, what was that like?
Oh, it was an amazing experience. My first album I recorded in a studio with an actual person, my producer Mike McCarthy. So did everything there, up in Auckland. But my albums after that I have recorded differently, rather than traveling up to Auckland to record it. I've recorded all of the vocals at my house, and musicians have done their parts remotely and then just put it together. The audio engineers just put it all together, ready for release.
So, can you tell me more about your debut EP called "Please Go Home"?
Oh yeah. So I recorded that. I think it was about 2012, and it was a full album of songs. And then at the time, I was working with a record label, and they selected 5 songs to be released as an EP. And so that's what we did. We put it out there on all the usual platforms. The genre's kind of adult contemporary pop, I think you would say. Not really like the music that I'm doing now, which is a bit more country. But yeah, a real variety of songs on there. Roller Derby Girl on that song is kind of like a pop rock song, kind of similar to like Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. And then you've got Please Go Home, which is kind of a piano ballady pop song as well. So yeah, a bit more variety on my first album as I was honing my sound and what I was aiming for. And now my songs are probably a bit more of a mixture of country, pop, and rock.
What's your favourite genre of music to sing?
Um, all of them. Because aside from the music that I write and perform, I also do a lot of music as a paid musician. So I sing lots and lots of covers at shows all over the place, or even just at people's events like 21st and weddings and stuff like that. So I literally sing everything, and I don't have a favorite. I just love to sing.
So, I quite like going on steam trains. So, can you tell me the single release called "The Train Man"?
Yes, yes, I do. So there's a guy called Shannon Stafford Hyde, and he is a member of the country music club that I belong to locally. And he's a train driver. And I can remember during the COVID lockdown times, I was at home, and he did a post about how he had got some kind of 10-year service award as a train driver. And he just wrote some kind of comment like 10 years riding the steel horses or something like that. And that line just really stuck out to me, and so I ended up turning it into a song.
It's coming up to Halloween soon, but then it will be Christmas. So, what was it like to record your Christmas single? I wish you were for Christmas.
Yeah, that one was a piano ballad that I just wrote because people have passed away, and Christmas time is when you miss those people the most, I guess, because that's when family all gathers together, and suddenly there's people missing. And I just put that into a song, really.
So I see you've got a guitar behind you there. So what kind of guitar do you play?
Well, actually, there's three guitars back there, and none of them are mine. Those three guitars actually belong to my kids, because I have two sons, and they also are musically inclined as well. So they play music. Um, I do play the guitar, but the piano is probably my preferred instrument.
So how long have you playing the piano for?
Oh, I don't know. I've I've never had lessons. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, so I could never afford to be given lessons. So basically, I just taught myself how to play everything that I know. Um, and now that I'm older, I have just started learning to play the bass this year. So I actually am having lessons for that, which is cool. Um, but I like to say that when people say, "What instruments do you play?" I say, "Well, I play a little bit of everything, but none of it very well. Just enough to get by."
Well, your voice is a musical instrument as well, and that's great.
Exactly. And my voice is my main instrument. So that's what I've focused most of my life on.
So continue singing is called worst enemy.
Yep, that's one of the singles from my latest album, and I released a music video about that song. That song was written about the imposter syndrome that comes along with putting yourself out there. And I know that it's not just indie artists that have these feelings. I know that accomplished artists also um, feel this way at times, but it's just about the feeling that you're not good enough, and why am I doing this, and does anyone even really care? Is anyone going to listen to my music that I'm working so hard to put out there? Is anyone going to buy the merchandise that I work hard to create and sell? Yeah, it's just kind of about doubting yourself, and often I feel that way, but I don't let it stop me. I might feel like that internally, but I still go out there and do the things, even though it's scary.
So continue singing is called that girl from yesterday.
Yeah, so that's all of the songs that I write are very personal and about me and my experience in life. So this one was written about just looking back. Facebook loves to show you memories, photos, and things from a long time ago. And I just remember sitting there one day and I saw a photo and I looked at it and I just kind of felt a bit sad because it was an old photo of me and I felt like I'm not that person anymore. And I was kind of pining for that person that I was in that photo initially. But then when I thought about it, I realized that the person that I am now is actually better because all of the experiences that I've had over the years and all the personal growth and maturing that's occurred has made me into the person that I am now. So yeah, the song's just about reflecting on your old self, but still being proud to be the self that you are now.
So can you remember about your latest album called Here and Now?
Yeah, here and now. There's a lot of very personal songs on that album as well. It took me a really long time to finish this album. Two of the songs, You Problem and Worst Enemy, I actually recorded the backing for those a few years ago, and then just never put my vocals on it. I'm not sure why. I claimed that life was busy and I didn't get around to it, but I think it was just more of the imposter syndrome and self sabotage that prevented me from finishing the songs out of fear. And then eventually I just decided, no, Renee, you've made these songs and you need to put them out there so that people can enjoy them. And so what I did was I set a deadline for my album release. I booked the venue for my show, even though I didn't have an album yet, to force myself to make sure that it was finished by the date, because otherwise I would just keep procrastinating and nothing would ever get finished. So the fear of a deadline works for me. And I was really flying by the seat of my pants right up to the very last moment. The night before the deadline, I was still recording vocals, and I got there in the end, got it done, CD got finished, concert happened, and people got their CDs. So it worked out.
It all worked out on the night. That's the main thing. So,
Yeah.
what was it like being an independent artist for you?
Oh, there's a lot of challenges because you have to do absolutely everything yourself. And if you're like me and you have a day job as well, it's even more difficult because you're trying to juggle all of the things that you do in your life and then fit this in on top. But it's a real project of love and just passion for music and singing and songwriting. So it's it's a good thing to do for my mental health. Like it's nourishes my soul, I guess you would say. I have no desire whatsoever to have a record label to promote me. The whole system is messed up. We could have a whole other other conversation about that. Having ownership over my own things is important to me. So I'm happy to stay as an independent artist.
So, how did your album launch show go for you?
It was amazing. It was honestly one of the best days of my entire life. It was just so cool to have an amazing band of musicians and backing vocalists with me up on stage, making my songs sound even better. I prefer to sing live. That is my great love. Recording the songs is cool, and putting them out there so people can listen to them is cool. But for me, it's performing live. That's the thing that I love. And performing your own songs that you wrote live there's nothing better than that. And the audience was so amazing, and they were loud and cheering, and it was just a really, really awesome day, and I will cherish it forever.
That's good to hear. So, have you got any upcoming gigs you want to promote?
Yeah, I do. And like I'm currently working on another music video for a song that's going to come out soon. It's off my latest album and it's called Someday You'll Fly. So I'm going to be working on that next week. But also I've got various performances around the city where I live that I have to do. Some of the bigger ones include Christmas in the Square, which is in the middle of town. It's quite a big event, and New Year's Eve in the Square as well, where all of the people from my town can come and have a big show in the middle of town.
So, any thoughts about coming to UK for a tour around UK?
Wow, that sounds expensive. I've still got to recover from the costs of recording all the music. But I would love to come there one day, obviously. It would be very cool to go over there.
So, finally, can you tell me, listeners, we can find you on your social media?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page, Renee Therese, Instagram, Renee Therese Singer, and I'm on TikTok as well. I think Renee Therese. I can't remember. Renee Therese Singer, I think, on TikTok as well. Yeah, but if you just type Renee Therese, you should be able to find me.
Thank you for chatting to you today.
Thank you very much for your time and your patience.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.